G'day, I'm Glenn Morris from the Smart Energy Lab, and today I'm at the second day event of All Energy here with Josh from SwitchDin. G'day Josh.
G'day mate.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Now Josh, I've been involved with SwitchDin as a sort of user of your products for many, many years, and look, from my heart, thank you very much. You actually make my lab run. So, you probably don't realize this, but every morning I've got a little display in my kitchen showing what the microgrid's doing. Because it runs the 7 homes plus about 3 labs, and I need to know, is it on? Is it charging? What's the state of charge of the battery? And it's on a little tiny display sitting there on my kitchen table. So you're in my face every day.
Awesome.
But so, just for the audience, tell us a bit about SwitchDin.
Okie dokie. So SwitchDin is, I suppose, a SaaS platform at the end of the day.
What's SaaS mean?
Software as a service.
Right.
So we provide visibility and control to DER assets.
What's DER assets?
Distributed energy resources.
I'm going to hit you on every
lot of acronyms there, yeah. Essentially visibility and control to solar, batteries, EV, meters, and essentially we get all the telemetry directly from these devices, generally through Modbus TCP. We will integrate with the device, and then we have little device called a droplet, which I think you're using at the Energy Lab, which will discover those integrated devices once they're on the same network. And once it discovers it, you can commission the device and connect it to the droplet. And once it's connected to the droplet, then it's visible on Stormcloud, where we can, group it together and send commands, essentially.
So you're basically an agnostic about technology. You can monitor and control, depending on the integrations that you're allowed to do, a whole range of DER.
Correct.
So whether it's inverters, batteries, hot water services, you're even monitoring my weather station.
Oh, there we go.
Didn't realise that. Yeah, it's an SMA meteor norm, and I get the weather data off my SwitchDin droplet.
Yep.
It's great.
Excellent. So I suppose, we've got essentially 3 forms of, so the droplet as a concept is a node of visibility and control.
Yeah.
So that can take on different forms. We've got a walkthrough here. So there's the droplet itself, which is a small little device which you can pick up from one of our authorized distributors, of which Supply Partners is one. And then an embedded droplet is whereby we're putting the droplet software onto a device itself. And then the third is trying to recreate what we do with a droplet with an OEM's a manufacturer's existing cloud API infrastructure.
I wasn't aware of that one. Wow.
Yeah, so that's the API integrations are going to become are really growing in our portfolio, and so once we're integrated to the device, then we can connect to Stormcloud. Can't have one without the other, essentially.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Stormcloud, and it's on your t-shirt.
Yep.
Tell me a bit more about Stormcloud.
So the reason we've got Stormcloud on show today is I suppose SwitchDin has always been known as SwitchDin and droplets, but really Stormcloud is the core of what we do. That's the software platform. That's where we do all the fun stuff with these devices, essentially, and that's where all the smarts are.
And you're a growing organisation. You started in Newcastle. I remember the early days when Andrew and Grant came to my lab, and I was just so impressed by how quickly Grant could integrate so many products just by looking at the data stream and working it out. So you've grown to what?
Just over 50 now. So and we've got, I think, around about 30 requisitions. So we're growing really quickly. So if you're looking for a job and you're good at software engineering or BD or anything like that, please get in touch onto our careers page. So so we're based in Newcastle. So the majority of our team's there, and the majority of our team are software engineers. Probably of the 50, maybe 35 are software engineers. But we're scattered more around the country now. So we've got as of recently, we've got 2 people in Melbourne now. So myself and Darren came on board very recently. So very excited about that. Growing very quickly, and very exciting team to be a part of.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to you coming to my lab again and just showing me some new tricks we can do with all the droplets. I think I've got about a dozen of them actually, scattered around the place. And one of the key things that droplets can monitor more than one device. It's not like one droplet, one inverter.
No, that's correct. So you can, there's no real limit to how many, it just means more data essentially. That's the beauty of having the droplet. You've got the edge computing device, you can have interoperability, so you might have PV, BESS, EV charger like you have yourself, we can create interoperability behind the meter and optimize behind the meter as well.
So you mentioned EV chargers, so you can talk to OCPP enabled charging devices?
Yep, so we're sort of cutting our teeth on OCPP. Modbus has really been the core of what we've done with PV and BESS, but OCPP is obviously crucially important for EV charging infrastructure, so we'll definitely be learning about that over the coming months.
That's another reason you should come and visit me. I've got a few OCPP chargers, DC chargers and AC.
Perfect. Bring it on.
Well, thanks very much, Josh.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Thanks, Ian. Cheers.
See ya.
See ya.